Brooke, you're not seriously still working, are you? Why don't you do the responsible thing here for once and quit your job? Then I can finally get some grandchildren out of you and my son. Would you hurry up, because I want some grandchildren before I eventually die. Along with my Peter, you need to contribute to the housework. Again, with this conversation, Sandra, you know that I have nothing to say on the matter. I don't plan on quitting my job anytime soon, so I'm sorry if that doesn't fit into your way of living. There's nothing wrong with me having a career. Now hold on just a minute there, Brooke. Do you really think this is the end of it for me? I'm sorry, what are you trying to say here? I'm making such an effort to contact you, and you're just going to let it all go and not hear me out? Do you have any sort of common sense in that brain of yours? I guess you don't, since you're always out of the house working in the first place despite being a wife to my son. This makes me completely doubt your humanity and what you should be doing for the family, which is making one. Seriously, Sandra, don't you think that you're being too old-fashioned? Whatever do you mean by that? In this day and age, it's a very normal thing for both the husband and wife to be working and sharing the housework. The things we do in this house are a little bit more unique, but if you're going to keep judging us for it, then can you just stay out of our way? We are working hard and earning money, so please don't complain about our situation. You can't say things like that to me. I'm your mother-in-law, and my opinion matters when it comes to this family. You really do have a limit to your common sense. Surely I can get rid of you just like that if you intend on speaking to me like you have, right? Please don't threaten me with those strange and scary comments. It's not going to do anyone any good. What do you even mean by getting rid of me? I mean that we don't need you in this family, and I can throw you out like garbage. Are you a non-burnable piece of waste, or would you prefer being burnt to a crisp? No. Would you quit it with your horrible jokes? They're not funny, and frankly, a crazy thing to say, Sandra. Can you blame me? You make me so angry. You'd be angry too if your darling son had a wife who was literally trash. You'll understand how I feel when you have your own children. Oh, really? Is that so? Even though I've married your son and would want to have children someday, you still won't keep your nose out of our business? I just want to live a quiet life, Sandra. What's that supposed to mean? It means what I say it means. I think it's a statement you don't need to read into very hard to understand. I'm going to leave the conversation at that, and if you want to voice your opinion, then please talk to your son about it. Since anything I try to say is just going to cause more trouble than it's worth. Isn't my son so tired from all the work he's doing? Have you given that any consideration at all? His work is not as strenuous as mine, so he's not as tired as I am. You seriously have a problem with not listening to what people are saying, don't you? I can't deal with this crap right now. I'm so angry. Would you please think about what I said for a bit and put it into action? Okay, Sandra, I understand your request, but if there's anything else, please take it up with your son. On that note, I'll leave you to it. Why have you not properly explained to your mother about our situation yet?
Brooke? What about?
I'm talking about our jobs, Peter. She's still indicating to me that she doesn't understand that we're both working. How much more can I explain what it is to her, and what would you be if I didn't work? You know that we wouldn't be able to live if I didn't work, right?
Brooke, can you be quiet for a second, please? There's no need to go out of your way to explain all that with my mother, okay? We're a happy married couple.
Happy? Ha ha. Is that some sort of a joke? I think I feel more stressed out than anything. If you can't earn your own money, then why don't you just do housework?
Is it okay for you to say that to me?
Huh? What do you mean? If I didn't tell you, who do I tell it to? Ha ha. I'm talking to you because it's about you, Peter.
Yeah, I'm your husband after all. If you say that sort of thing to me, Wouldn't that hurt my mother's feelings?
Well, can you please try to understand the situation you're in and think about what you should do in a calm manner? I can no longer go along with this charade anymore, so please solve this dilemma immediately.
Okay, could you at least make dinner? It would really help since I've been trying to eat at home more these days than at the office.
I usually do make dinner when I finish work early. Isn't it a normal thing to make dinner for yourself if you're going to be late? Or rather, I make my part of the meal. You do realize you're not doing anything else right now?
Are you asking them to make it then? Are you serious?
Can you please try and make food tomorrow? You've been giving a lot of unnecessary stress over this. Is it okay if you could do that much at least, please?
Alright. It's just such a hassle, though. I'll do it this one time since all of this can't be helped at the present. This time is an exception.
What are you even saying? Also, go to the unemployment office, too. Have you both decided when you're getting a divorce? Excuse me? What's brought this on all of a sudden? You made my son the breadwinner, and you're making him do the housework as well? You know for a long time I haven't liked you at all. But knowing what you were like with my son, I absolutely loathe you. Okay, I'm confused. What has housework got to do with you loathing me? What are you so mad about, Sandra? Look, I've decided that you need to get a divorce from each other. If you don't mind getting out of our lives now, that would be great. It's only natural to find a man and get married, I understand that, but you lack so much common sense, it's not even funny. What game are you playing here, Brooke? Sandra, do you really think forcing your old school ideas onto me is going to work? By housework, do you mean tonight's dinner? Yes, that's right. My son has a wife who can do that now. He shouldn't have to. Don't you realize that you're someone's wife now? Don't you have to do what you're meant to as a loyal wife? What the heck are you trying to say, Sandra? I'm obviously not getting through to you, so I filed the divorce papers myself. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm dead serious. I'm so glad that I was able to file them for you. I made a divorce paper up for you both when you got married in case there was a serious breakdown in the marriage. When I think of it, I thought there was something weird with our legal documents. You did this and kept it from us? Now you're nothing but strangers to one another. Oh, I'm so relieved. My son has gotten a divorce from his garbage of a wife. Is that all you have to say? I really didn't think that you would go that far. As you would expect, I am quite surprised. If you make my son do all the housework as an excuse for you both working, and so you don't have to, then you're not fit to be a wife. I feel so sorry for my son, but if he has a useless wife, then she should divorce him and leave. Oh, I see. You really are an expert. Oh, I am all right. I never want to see your face around these parts ever again. This has all been a complete misunderstanding on your part, and in turn made us get divorced. But of course, that's something you do, Sandra. I will no longer go against your expectations. Anything more you're wanting to say to me, Brooke? You've completely failed as a wife since you're making your own husband cook for you. You know you're doing me a disservice with blaming me for your prehistoric ideologies. I owe you my gratitude for divorcing me from your son. Well then, I will do as you wish and get a divorce, but I think that you'll regret doing this a lot. Regret it? I highly doubt it. It would be useless to have a wife like you around. When are you gonna erase yourself from our lives? Didn't I already tell you that it's okay? Your wish of me divorcing Peter has been granted, but can I just say one more thing? We worked well as a couple. Since Peter's father died, we've been thinking about how you would cope. We were planning on gifting you a 2-family-sized house. What? You were? Yes, but I can't help but tell you now what we wanted to do for you. It's no use now, even if you try to reconcile with me. We thought about you a lot, and we were going to put our plan into action. It ended up being a waste of time and effort, and now I am the only one who's working in the family, so...
What the heck are you talking about, Brooke? I don't understand this at all.
I said that I can't tell you, Sandra. It has to be Peter that tells you what's actually going on.
What does he have to tell me? What happened? What have you done to my son?
I didn't want to tell you since it's Peter's story, but he got made redundant about 6 months ago.
What? He lost his job?
Yep, and he's been unemployed ever since. If I were to quit my job like you told me to do, we couldn't afford the rent for our place.
Hold up. So you're telling me that Peter has been unemployed for quite a while now?
That's what I'm saying, Sandra. Aren't you paying attention? That's why I'm the one who's working all the time. Peter doesn't have a job, and he hardly does any housework either, so I end up being super exhausted every day.
I'm relieved that you filed a divorce for us. Thank you so much for that. What? You're thanking me? But...
So I'll be leaving him then. However, the place we're in is a rental, and I'm the one who parts out for the rent, so I think it would be impossible for Peter to continue living there without an income. I think you'll have to withdraw some money for him to live there, or he can go back to living with you, so you'll need to take care of him.
This has got nothing to do with me anymore. Oh, wait, Brooke, let's talk about this in more detail, okay?
What else is there to talk about? I'm already done with the talking and have nothing else to say. Do you have something to add?
What's going on with the 2 family-sized house that you mentioned?
What do you want to know about it?
Well, you were building a 2-family house for us. Whatever will I do with it?
Oh, no way, Sandra. We're divorced now, right? So, of course, we've decided to not go ahead with the 2-family house, all right?
Excuse me? Why the heck not?
Why would I, Sandra? Why would I build a house like that for my now ex-mother-in-law when we're divorced? Your son was more or less fired from his job because he couldn't work properly, so it seems like your son can't build the house after all.
So there really is no 2-family house for me at all? You should have told me about the house before. I wouldn't have filed the divorce papers.
At some point, I wanted to get a divorce as well, so there was no point telling you. I still had some feelings for him, but Peter didn't like that. I wasn't quite ready then, but I am now.
You're the one that wanted a divorce, and not Peter?
What is it that you're getting from the conversation that we've had so far, Sandra? I have been the one working hard and earning, and I'm done, so I wanted out of this marriage. But thanks to you, I was able to get a divorce, and I am so grateful for that. You'll end up taking care of your unemployed son who's returned home to you. Do your best, Sandra.
Brooke, wait, but I don't have the 2-family-sized house. You're handing my son back to me?
That's correct.
I haven't heard of this from my son, though. Why would you do something like this? Shouldn't you have explained this to me properly beforehand? You need to be held accountable for all of this. How dare you not explain this to me, Brooke?
I don't get what you're saying, Sandra. How many times do you think I told your son to tell you about what's going on? By the way, I'm the one that kept telling him to talk to his own mother. But the reason why I didn't do anything was because it was a problem between the 2 of you. Do you get what I'm saying? He didn't know how to even make food for dinner, so he must have asked you for help. He didn't help me at all. I was so frustrated just because of all those little things, and now I'm divorced. It seems like you were the one who had trouble letting us get divorced, didn't you?
I had no clue about that, so I can't help what happened. Come on now, Brooke, that's enough of this nonsense. Let's not argue over all these strange things that have occurred. Why don't we just forget about this and you can make up with Peter? Please, have a long and happy life with him.
I don't think we're on the same page, Sandra. I'm not happy anymore, so I prefer being divorced from him. Besides, I don't like having you for a crazy mother-in-law. You were the one that made us get divorced without our permission. remember? I'll call the courthouse and get it removed. Everything will be just fine. Just get back with my son, please. Let me tell you, Sandra, I have no intention of fixing this. Even if you try to rip up the divorce papers, I will get a lawyer and a divorce will be finalized. You're going to go to that extreme? There's no need for you to do that. Thanks to you, Sandra, I finally realized that I wanted a divorce this whole time. I'm tired of dealing with scumbags and miserable old hags in my life. What? Who are you talking about? Oh, forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. Well, not to me anyways. And with that, I bid you farewell, Sandra. Good luck living with your downright poor son. You're gonna need it. Enjoy your lives together. In the end, it was Sandra who was the cause of Brooke and Peter getting a divorce. Peter resents his mother for finalizing his divorce from his wife. Despite being unemployed and having a bossy attitude, he lives at his mother's house. Because of Sandra, he was divorced. It seems like Peter told his mother to work since none of them had a job. Sandra had no choice but to earn a living so she could pay for her son. It seems that she will face the worst of old age since she has the added stress of working. It seems that for the time being, they can't see a bright future ahead of them.
Hi, my sweetheart. I have just picked up Janet's wedding gift. I actually got a discount as soon as I mentioned your name.
Aw, thank you so much. You're the best husband ever.
Oh, please, stop. You flirt with me too much.
How? Why can't I? I have a husband who takes care of me when I am sick, and I do not even have to lift a finger. And you have been an amazing father to my daughter, Janet, even though she is not yours.
That is because you're my family. You two also help me out at times. Especially Janet, who helps me navigate all of this social media stuff.
We still have to do TikTok with Janet for her wedding playlist. She has been nagging me so that we can do all the TikTok together. Surprisingly, as soon as I mention it, you suddenly have something to do.
Ow, are you accusing me of running away? I would never. But please do let me know. How are you feeling after taking the meds?
Stronger than ever. I have just eaten and now I am waiting for you so that I can inspect my daughter's wedding present. Please get home soon. I miss you.
You miss me already? But we have been together for at least 10 years.
Whatever, you don't love me.
Okay, drama queen. I am on the way. I have to stop texting now because I have to drive.
Yes, sure. Do that, and we will speak later. Hi, Vince!
Hi, Pumpkin!
Just wanted to let you know that the wedding is on the 20th.
I thought it was on the 12th.
Oh, I told you.
You did not send me a formal invitation.
Oh, well, sorry.
Do you need help with catering and other things?
Yeah, that is why I want to talk to you. Mom is not answering her phone, but remind her about the money that needs to be transferred for my wedding. There are a few things that need to be finalized already, and now there's this venue thing.
Sure, of course. Can you send me the invitation? I have not really seen the invitation.
Please, just tell Mom to send me $2,000.
Okay, sure. I also wanted to tell you something.
What is it?
Did your mom already tell you that she cannot walk you down the aisle?
What? Why can't she not?
You know that she has not been feeling that well, so she is going to the doctor, a specialist out of town. She feels as if I should walk you down the aisle.
Matt, you're not my dad.
You do not have to. It was just a suggestion.
I will see. Maybe I will just walk down alone.
Hi, dear. She did not take it too well.
She has been off it lately. I do not know what is up with her. I have just gotten off the phone with her. Why is she saying that you told her that she had to have you walk her down the aisle because her father would not make it?
You were the one who was supposed to tell her. But dear, can we afford the money that she's asking for? I know this is our daughter, but she's asking for a lot of money, that we might need for your treatment.
I am not dying. I am just a little bit weak. We can spend the money on her.
I also do not get why she is a bit mean to me lately. When I try to make suggestions or to help her out with something, she brushes me off. She did not even officially invite me to the wedding when she sent that email to you. She was just like, and bring Vince, as if I'm an afterthought. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. I am terrible at this socializing stuff.
No, you're not seeing things. She has been bratty these days, but she is having her first wedding. She must be nervous as well.
You're very right, my love. I will be more patient. I am here at the rehearsal dinner. I think I should give you a heads up about what is going on. Your ex is present. Janet's dad? I had no idea why she would invite him. I am no longer coming. But it is her rehearsal dinner.
No, I do not want to see that man.
Hi, so Jen and I decided that you were walking her down the aisle since you have been caring for her since she was 13. I have a surprise for you when you get home. It is a suit! Sorry. I am terrible at surprises. Are you sure about this? What if she wants her real dad to walk her down the aisle?
Nah, she asked if she will do anything to make me happy since I am not feeling well. You are taking my place. She asked me first, but these days, I'm so weak.
Well then, if you say so. As long as she's okay with it. Morning, sunshine! Ready for the big day?
Oh, hi, Vince.
You do not seem that excited. Shall I send someone with banana ice cream?
Oh my god, stop being so annoying. You do not have to make such a big deal. Good for you that you get to show off to the world that you're walking me down the aisle. Also, I can barely fit in this dress. Ice cream has so many calories. Ew.
Oh, sorry, dear. Hi, I'm waiting for you down here. Good luck. It is going to go well.
Hi, is this Janet's dad? I am Mary, one of her friends. She left her phone with me. Why are you messaging now? You're supposed to meet her so that you can walk her down the aisle.
Oh, there she is. I see her. But she's with her father?
Which father? Are you not her dad?
I am her stepfather.
Her dad is walking her down the aisle. I thought she told you a million times, but you keep on forcing things. She does not want you to walk her down the aisle. You're not her real dad.
Wow, okay, I had no idea it was like that. I was under the impression that we were on the same page.
Well, you're not.
Let me just go and sit down. It is not a big deal because she's my daughter, and I just want her to be happy. Where are you? She helped the guards put me in a taxi. I have no idea where they're taking me. I do not know what has gone into that girl. She cannot just throw you out of her wedding. That too in front of so many guests? I kept quiet, and I should have slapped her so her senses could come back. You are in a weak state. You cannot do anything. I think it has to do with the fact that she really does not want me in her wedding. I will show you the text exchange I had with her friend. I am so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I do not get how she can change like that. You have been there for her ever since she was a kid. You did everything for her. You deserve to be up there, not her deadbeat dad. I do not even get why is he showing up now that she is grown up, has a job, and is getting married.
Tell me where they are taking you now.
You just pulled up to our home. Okay, let me teach her a lesson, and I'll be home in a bit. No, it's fine. Let her enjoy the wedding. But then she will get away with it. It is okay. She won't. Good morning, sir. I hope that the wedding went well. Hi, Gio. Thank you very much. There's a slight change in the payment. What do you mean, sir? We are a professional establishment, and you paid a deposit. You cannot just tell me that there's a change in payment. Nothing to be alarmed about. I was going to be one to pay for my daughter, but circumstances had changed, so now she's going to be paying the balance for the wedding. You can charge her the full amount and return the deposit to me. Remember the clause of the contract? Okay, sir. We will do that and let you know how to go. Do not worry. You will get your money. Your Uncle Fabio is my dearest friend, and we have been doing business together. I have rented out this venue for a long time. Okay, sir. I will let you know the outcome of my interaction with your daughter. My stepdaughter. Yes. Her, sir.
What is this that I'm hearing about me having to pay for my wedding? What did you tell Mom? You turned her against me? Did you not?
I am guessing that you got the bill for your wedding.
Where am I supposed to get 50K? Out of the blue?
Ask your dad. Pay on your own. I don't know why you're involving the person that you kicked out of your wedding.
Mom is the one who paid for my wedding. But then I got an email from some guy named Gio telling me to pay up for the venue. I also got bills from other people who worked on my wedding. I thought Mom was putting everything. When I contacted her, she told me that you're the one who I should convince.
Well, the truth is, I am the one who paid for your wedding. Back when I thought you were a decent person, I decided that I was going to use my savings to pay for your wedding. I saw no greater thing to do with my money than that. Your mom's health insurance has been covering everything. We are simple people and do not live an extravagant lifestyle. So I thought, since I do not have a biological child, let me pay for your wedding.
What? You really did that for me? I really did not know. I'm so sorry, Dad.
Dad? You know that you call me Vince and not Dad. Do not start acting now because I have revoked my funding. I do not think that you deserve all that I did for you. Firstly, you gave me a half-assed invitation, but I forgave that. Secondly, you brought back a stranger to walk you down the aisle. But then, let us say that he is your real dad, so I will not hold that against you. But throw me out of your wedding for no reason at all, in front of the people like I was a dog? No chance.
Dad, I do not have the money. Please. My husband and I have to go on our honeymoon tonight.
But you use that money to start paying off the wedding planners.
I don't have the money.
Then ask your dad. What was it that you said at the rehearsal dinner? He owns multiple companies. Well, if he owns companies, then he has to have money to pay for your wedding. He is your dearest dad, who is the reason that you are here.
Do not speak about my dad like that. He is a good man, and he will get me the money. I just have to ask him. He will even double the amount because he is not stingy like you.
If that is the case, then good for you.
In fact, I will even message Gio and tell him that the money will be paid by the end of the day. My dad is so successful that one call he could buy me that venue.
Because he has so many companies, right?
When I come back from my honeymoon, he is taking me to stay with him in Thailand. He has a job for me there.
You are living in a fantasy. This is worse than I thought. He is lying to you and playing with you. I have been alive for longer than you, so I am a good judge of character. Did you ask your mother why she was separated from him?
She never wants to talk about him. It does not matter. I do not need you and her. I have my dad and he will sort everything out. You do not deserve to be in my life, and I am cutting you out.
Okay, Janet, I hope that your dad is who he says he is. I have tried to be a good father to you, but you've so quickly forgotten all that, and it makes me sad. Guess who decided that she wants to be a changed human being? So I am guessing that he bailed as soon as he realized that she's in debt. Yes, he did. You know, I did not go on the detail over the years about what her father did to me, but I did tell her that he's a liar and a user. I met you. You took the both of us in with no question and you treated her like your own child. She has been ungrateful and a brat. Therefore, she must sort her own mess out. That is what I told her. Harsh, but necessary. You should have seen her, crying about how now everyone knows about it and they're laughing at her.
If she cared so much about her reputation, then she would not have kicked you off her wedding venue. You are right. She tried to use the excuse that I am sick. She claimed that since I am sick, she has been stressed. But then she knew that I wanted you to be the one who walked her down the aisle. Those were my wishes that she went against.
So what now?
I kicked her out. Her dad stopped answering his phone as soon as she mentioned that she was short of money to pay her for the wedding.
I did warn her.
Yeah. When are you coming back home? I have good news for you.
Tell me, I hate surprises.
My health has really improved. I might have had a misdiagnosis.
That is wonderful, babe. I know just the thing to celebrate. I am all ears. Leave all the planning to me.
I like it when you take care of me.
I am so lucky to be married to you.
Hi.
Hi, Janet.
I just wanted to tell you how sorry I am.
For?
The way I spoke to you. You're right.
I am sorry that he turned out to be a disappointment.
Can you please pay for the wedding? I promise I will not ask for anything.
You're disturbing me while I'm out with your mother. And thanks for asking about her. She's going to be fine. She's not as sick as the doctor suspected.
That is wonderful. Let me come with you. I want to see her.
Hey, give us space and pay your own bills. You are not a child anymore. You have lost the privilege of getting gifts from me. Your mom is still your mom, but I am your stepdad, not your father anymore.
Dad, please.
My name is Vincent, not your father. Janet begged for me a long time, but even her mother agreed that she did not deserve the money. So she started borrowing money from people, and people made fun of her because she could not afford her luxurious wedding. My wife and I took the money, and we were planning on investing it so that when we retire, we have a nice little nest.